Hi everyone, welcome to our restorative practice. Please grab a large towel if you don't have one already, and a little towel. It doesn't have to necessarily be as big as mine. And let's get those towels ready before we start our class. So that big towel, fold it into a half. And once you fold it into a half, begin to fold it into another half. So you got nice large, and then from there fold it into a quarter. So you get like a little triangle action going, and just set that beside you. And this other towel that you have, once again, just fold it into a half, then fold it again and make another triangle for it. And just go ahead and take that towel and take that one of the edges, like the one that has the creases on it, and sit right on top of it and cross your feet and so your hips are a little bit elevated, your knees are down from your hips, and just lean to the sides, lift the flesh underneath your sit bone, and take your hands palm facing the thighs, just gently place it on there. Sit upright, parallel your eyes and your chin forward, and go ahead and just close your eyes. Allow your eyelids to be very soft, touching one another. Begin to notice what's going on with your forehead muscles. And slowly work your way to your eyebrow line. And just slowly scan down to the root of the body. And just notice it at first. And allow your breath to be natural. You're just breathing in through the nose and out of the nose. Once you hit down to the bottom, just scan it again. Take this few seconds, just scan your body up and down. Going from the top to the bottom. From here, begin to scan your body from the bottom up. Moving the channel of energy the opposite way. Flipping your focus from the bottom all the way to the top. And as we proceed on into our practice, do the same thing for each pose. In restorative yoga, we hold the poses, compared to power class, a little longer than usual. So do that for about, do it yourself for a minute, scan your body up and down. Then go flip it around, down and up. Now let's slowly add a little bit of movement. Let's work on our cat-cows as we sit here. With the inhale, begin to lift your chest up, stick your butt to the back of your mat. Lift your head up, open your eyes to the sky. And as you exhale, round yourself, take your back behind you, shoulders towards your ears, and collapse your chest in. Inhale, Begin to lift up through the torso. You're expanding upwards. Lay your head back. Open up the throat. And as you exhale, curl yourself in. If you'd like to, you can take your hands and interlace them together. Press your palms towards the front. Good. Inhale. Just a couple more times. Moving the body. Slowly curl yourself in. See if you can touch your tailbone towards your navel, chin into the chest. Spread the shoulder blades apart from one another. This time, sit up upright, nice and tall. Beautiful. Take your right hand and place it on top of your head. Take your left hand and just place the tips of the fingers on the ground. And with the exhale, just gently tilt your head to the right side. And your hand is just there. It's not pressing down, pushing down, just the weight of itself, just taking your body into the pose. And all you're doing is breathing in, and you're breathing out. Just keep it simple. In and out. Notice your torso. Are you going to the side? Are you leaning to the left? Are you leaning forward, back? Sit upright. Now this is a fun one. Begin to crawl your left fingers just a little bit more to the left. You should feel it just a little bit more. As soon as you feel that sensation, just pause, breathe there, notice it. Noticing the body from the top going down, from the top going down as you breathe out. Good. And whenever you feel that you want to flip that, you go ahead and do that. Scanning the body from the bottom up. Just about 30 more seconds. Maintain that breath. So for these upper body movements, we're going to move as slow as possible. First, take your left fingers closer to your body. Slowly lift your right hand up and just let your head slowly come up. Relax the right hand down and just notice. Slowly lift the left hand. Place it on top of the head, placing your fingers right on top. And as you breathe out, slowly tilt your head to the left. Allow the tips of the fingers to be close to you at first. Allow the body to slowly to go deeper. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but the neighbor upstairs is playing this song called Pictures by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow. It's funny, right? Notice your torso. Is it upright? Or are you trying to crunch here on your left side? Is your shoulders back, chest open? Seeking answers is great, but asking questions is where the enlightenment happens. Ask yourself questions. Are you still breathing? Does your fingers on your right hand want to go a little bit more to the right? How much to the right do you want to go? Should I keep my eyes closed, open? Am I fully present right now? Slowly take your right hand closer to you. Lift your left hand on top of your head and take your head straight up. Place your left hand down on top of your left thigh, right hand down on top of the right thigh. Just take a second and notice. Take a deep breath in. Keep your body upright and just slowly take your head forward to a point where you feel that lengthening in the back of the neck. And allow your head to just go to a point that it feels good. Instead of like forcing it down, just to a point that you feel that long sensation. Some yogis feel this pose all the way in their glutes. Those deep glute muscles are being also being part of this pose right now. Remember to breathe. Take a breath in through the nose. Out of the nose, relax your eyelids. In, out. Focus in. Focus out. Just a couple more. Continue. With your breath in, slowly lift up your head. Parallel your eyes and your chin straight forward. Scan the body as you inhale from the top to the bottom. As you exhale, come back from the top to the bottom. This time from the bottom to the top, from the bottom to the top. Take this patience with you and slowly make your way to downward facing dog. And don't worry about your breath. Just give the body some movements. Let it move to however it makes you feel good. We've been sitting in this seat for a little while, so our hips are probably a little tight. So give your body some movement. Nice. Any movements that make you feel good. From here, come to a tabletop. Good. Uncurl your toes in the back of your mat. Extend your right hand to the right, and as you exhale, needle it through your left armpit and extend your left hand to the front of the mat. And just allow your right cheek to be on the floor. And just breathe here a few times. Relax your torso here. Let your right fingers just naturally curl in. Check in with the hips. Make sure they're nice and easy here. Not putting too much stress on the hips. Just breathing in. Breathe out. Continue. Slow motion, take your left hand underneath your left shoulder and slowly press back to a tabletop. Realign your body here. Slowly extend the left hand to the left. Tuck it underneath your right armpit. Left cheek on the ground. Extend the right hand towards the front of your mat. And breathe here. Slowly slide your right hand back. Come to a tabletop. Good. Touch your toes together in the back. Take your knees a little bit wider and sit your hips back, child's pose. If this is a little uncomfortable for you, go ahead and take that little towel and you can place it underneath your hips to give yourself a little bit support. Just extend the hands forward. You can take your cheek to either side, whichever one feels good for you. Or you can take your forehead on the ground and just breathe with it. This is an amazing pose if you have low back, shoulders, hips, anything that aches like that. It's great for it. Let your body just sink in. Just about a minute or so. Are you breathing? Is your mind still connected to the practice? If it's not, it's okay. Choose to come back to the practice. Begin to slowly crawl your hands back and come sit up and lean to the left side and slowly come all the way onto your hips. Extend your feet forward and take your hands beside you. Just give your legs a little shake. Don't worry about your breath. Give the legs a little shake. You can also bend your knees and do a little windshield wipers if you like. Good. Wonderful. So let's take our little towel that we have and fold it out like so. And so you have into a 4. Then once you get to a 4, turn the short edge towards you and begin to fold it inwards. So it should make about 4 folds here. So it's like a block. Good. Once you get there, lean to the right and come all the way onto your left shin and take this and place it and cover up your right hip. So you're elevated. If you have a block at home, go ahead and utilize that block. And if this pose is a little intense, just place your hands on the ground and just let yourself be elevated a little bit. And just begin to relax the left leg and just slowly breathe into it. This part of the body, the left quadricep, is what we're focusing on. Just let your body slowly adapt to the sensations. Your body's upright, the left leg is relaxed, eyes are forward, and you're just breathing here. With your next exhale, take your hands to the sides of your mat and begin to lean a little bit forward. And go to a point where you feel it in your right hamstring. And just pause, letting the right leg just be relaxed. And just begin to lean forward to a comfort zone. So you're feeling it in your right hamstring, in your left quadricep. Maybe some of your back is into the play. All of this is part of the practice. Focusing on your breath. And just let your body go to a point where it wants to go. Not forcing it, not pushing it. Going at your own speed. If you like to go a little deeper, some of you are pretty, stretchy. You can extend the hands forward and lean forward like a forward fold. Just let the body do its thing. Whenever you're so focused in on a breath in and breath out, your body will tell you what it wants. With your next inhale, slowly slide your hands beside you and slowly rise upright. Take your left hand on your left ankle, lean to the right, and guide your left leg forward. Lean to the left. Remove that towel to the side. Both hips down. And just take a second and notice. Shake your body any way that makes you feel good. Little windshield wipers, anything that makes the body feel good. Awesome, let's go to the other side. Bend your your right leg forward towards your hip. Keep your left leg forward and take that towel and place it underneath your left hip. Lean to the right side, lift the flesh underneath your left sit bone and sit up tall, sit patient, sit with ease. Together, breathe in. Together, breathe out. Yeah, if it's a little intense for you, just take your hands beside you and press down into the hands so there's less pressure on the right quadricep. And as your body begins to adapt to the sensations, adapt to the moment, you can just slowly let go of the pressing down of the fingertips into the ground. My right side is a little tight than my left. So I can sit here and add a story to this, or I can just focus on my breath and just letting things be the way they are. Remember to breathe. Remain patient. Another sweet option is to completely get out of there. Say, screw this. I don't like this pose at all, which is a sweet option to take. Begin to take your hands to the sides of your mat and slowly lean forward. Just go to a point that just feels good. You know, instead of just like going full pose right away, allow your body to slowly adapt. We want to slowly move to our full expression. Slowly go to where it feels good. And just stay there. Once it's, your body tells you, okay, this is where I'm at, stay there. Slowly begin to get out of there. Take your right hand on your right ankle, lean to the left. Take your right leg forward. Extend both feet to the front, remove that towel to the side, and say hello to your legs. Ooh. That was a tough one. Just roll your ankles a little bit. Windshield wiper your feet to the side. Bend the knees and take a little bit of side to side action. Excellent. Keep this towel folded as so. Come all the way onto your back. Bend the knees. Take your towel and place it, cover up your sacrum for supported bridge. That other towel that you have, go ahead and place it to cover up your back of your head. Take your hands at a T and just let your hips sink into the towel and breathe here. Just about a minute or so. Slowly begin to take your feet straight up high to the sky. Begin to slowly bend the knees. Place your feet down onto the ground. Lightly press into your feet. Remove that towel to the side. And slowly take your feet all the way to the sides of your mat. And drop both knees to the right side. Take your eyes to the left, hands at AT. Continue to breathe. Take your eyes straight up and slowly take your knees to the other side. Eyes to the right. Slowly come back to center. Walk your feet together and drop your knees to the left side and slowly come up to a seat. We're gonna set ourselves up for our last pose. So take that large towel that you had and bring it into that long forward fold and just fold it at one-third of the way. And you're gonna use that for the back of the head. And you're gonna use that other towel for your eyes and take the front of your mat and just slowly roll it to a point that it supports the back of your knees. Okie dokie. Now go ahead and lay nice and flat. Rolling the front of your mat underneath your knees. That large towel for back of your head. Cover up your eyes with your towel. And once you get there, just take a inhale. And with an exhale, Shavasana will meet you there. We'll come out of this pose when the time is right. Allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper into the pose. Scan your body from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. Noticing where you're holding on throughout the process, and make a decision to let go. And if you don't want to let go today, right now, that is a perfect thing to do. What you do now is a building block for later on. Breathe in. Breathe all the way out. Begin to take some movements. Leading to bigger movements. Slowly hug your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side. Sit upright, sit new. Sit tall. Take your hands at the heart center. Close your eyes. Bow your head toward your heart. Thank yourself. Thank your fellow yogis that practice this flow. And thank this beautiful practice. Namaste. Thank you again for joining me for a restorative practice. If you have any questions, please let me know. Peace out. See you guys next time.